everybody. It's actually been a while since I've done a video. The previous acrylic check key video that I put up on YouTube was actually done probably about a month ago. I do tend to delay videos going out. I try and space them out a little bit. I had a lot coming in, I think last month or previous month, so yeah, I haven't really been recording anything because I've been focusing on my leather pouches. They've been up for sale. They're all gone now at the time of recording, bar one, so there's one left. And I'm working on some new things to put up, some slightly more affordable things. So yeah, just been a bit distracted. Haven't really been buying a lot either. But I did get a very lovely gift from a friend. Well, actually she gave me a lot of gifts. This is one of them. I will be doing videos about the other things she sent me, but this, I thought I needed to start with this. We'll see, the title's going to give it away. This is the Clown Orange Ox, or OX. I'm guessing it's OX, but I call it the Ox. It's a free floating slider, so it's crystallized titanium and very pretty indeed. So a bit hard to see in this light. It's starting to get a little bit dark now here in the UK, but some purple and some pink in there, blues, yellows. It's very pretty, and you've got like the O's on this side and the X's on this side as well, and it looks like some kind of biscuit. I can't think of anything reminiscent we have in the UK, but I don't know. If anyone can let me know what they're actually meant to be reminiscent of, that might be interesting. But yes, it is titanium, free floating slider, and I have to say it's a very good slider. I think at first when I played with it, I dropped half of it quite a few times. It definitely feels like it's a bit weaker than, say, a Wrapped, but from using it constantly, I'm actually really impressed with it. So for one, it could be a more quieter slider because it really doesn't make that much noise. And I don't know why, but I just find the swishy sound that it makes really pleasant. It's very subtle, very unassuming in sound. And it's smooth, completely smooth. Really lovely. So it's got stainless steel plates, and the plates are actually part of the body. Now I'm just going to pause for a minute because I'm going to get my driver out to show you. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure of what size it's meant to be. A T6 won't fit. I think previous versions of this slider have had a crosshead screw in there that people have complained about, but this is a Torx screw, which is nice. I'm just going to show you one side. I'm not going to take the magnets out. There's no need. So literally that plate is quite thick. In general, there are some little areas here where I think you can add some like stainless steel balls to add the sound. You can change it to a 3x2. I've only marked these magnets because I've already played around with trying some different magnets, but I actually went back to the stock. As you can see, the bigger magnets are almost kind of flush, but the smaller magnets, they're 6x2. These are 7x3, I think. See, they sit quite low in those holes, so that kind of makes the crackly noise, I guess, the crunchy noise. You could always get taller, I guess 6x3 magnets to go in there instead if you wanted to mitigate that, or you could put some O-rings behind them, or I don't know, a bit of card, who knows. I've not tried putting the magnets in the middle slots. I'm not really sure that that'd be a great idea, but there's plenty of things to play around with. but I think this stainless steel piece is what makes it so heavy. You know, it's quite thick around these areas, especially around here, because this is a heavy slider. So the titanium part is like the body is, you know, it's what, lightweight, as you'd expect from titanium. But it's surprisingly a heavy slider. But it kind of adds to the momentum as it, you know, as you move it around, as you slide it. I thought, oh, I don't like the weight at first. I was a little bit put off. But actually, using it, I really quite like it. It just moves so so smoothly. Sorry, not slowly, smoothly. Yeah, it's an absolute dream. It just feels really nice. The feedback is quite subtle. It's not a harsh noise. It's just absolutely lovely to use. I'm really quite surprised by it. So let's just have a way of it. So it's about 76 grams, so you can see it is very heavy. So in comparison to my Rapt at the moment, which has got a bit of a mix in it. It's each side has a brass insert and a aluminium insert in it, hybrid, but mixed spacers as well. So rubber on one side, foam on the other, on each piece. So this is a little bit heavier than, I guess, normal because I've got the brass in there, but that's still lighter. That's 64 grams roundabout. Much louder. So I'm actually tempted to make my Rapt a bit heavier now by putting the all the brass inserts in. I have done that before, but I changed it back. But as you can see, the Rapt is snappy. This is far quieter. And then if I compare it to the Toad X, which I'd say is the loudest out of the three in terms of the snaps. Yeah, this is really quite loud, quite a bit bigger, thicker. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's also quite a slim slider. Now I thought I wouldn't really like this edge as well, but it's very nicely finished. There's no sharp edges. There's no really, I guess, kind of irritating points on it. It's very nice to hold. There is a texture to the crystal tie, but it's still very smooth. It does create quite a nice effect in the light, depending on what kind of light you've got it under. I think if you get this from Play for Beans, and I think this is originally from Mark, I'm not sure. My friend may have to correct me if I'm wrong, but on Play for Beans website, I think this is the colour that's available. So, but on other websites, it's Blind Box for the crystallised titanium. And the colours look very lovely, but I don't know about anyone else, but I'm unwilling to spend that much on a blind box. I think it's like $179 or somewhere near that price for the blind box, and I'm just not going to risk it, because knowing my luck, I'll get the pink one or the gold colour one, which I won't want. So if you go to Play for Beans, yes, I think this is the only colour available apart from the other materials. I'm not sure if he has, you know, plain stainless steel, plain Zerk. There's plenty floating around. There's some other materials as well, you may have to look around various sites, and I will put them all down below because I think G1 does the blind box and other materials, but they've been done in PEI, but I don't know if they're made anymore. Yeah, I think if you want a crystallized titanium one and you like the look of this one, then just go to Play for Beans, because then at least you know you're going to get this one. I just wouldn't. I haven't got the kind of how would you call it, disposable income to just gamble all that money on a blind box. Not willing to do it. And in all honesty, because of that, I wasn't willing to try it, the slider at all, because I thought, oh, I'd like the crystal tie, but not if I can't, not if I can't choose what colour I get. Plain tie would probably be better, I guess. I don't know if they're still available. But yeah, I'm sort of rambling now. It's obviously thinner than the wrapped. Let's measure it. So it's about 44 millimeters by 26. Yeah. By about 11 or 12 millimeters. So it's a nice compact slider. It's a bit hard to measure because of that edge. But yeah, it's very nice and compact. Almost the same length as a wrapped. And I have to say, I prefer this to the Magnus. I love my Todex. But I do find myself moving away from the louder things these days. And this is just, yeah, so subtle. It does tend to drop, I tend to drop a piece, sooner than I would a wrapped, just simply because I'm not sure what the strength of the magnets are, but because the stainless steel plate seems so thick, that is going to reduce some of the magnet strength, I guess. Obviously the wrapped magnets are very strong. This feels weaker, but still really good. I'm really impressed. And just absolutely floored by the generosity of my friend giving me this. I couldn't believe it. I'm very, very lucky. I'm very, very lucky to have such a good friend. So, if my friend is watching this, you know who you are. Thank you. There is some wear on the plates. You can see they're starting to smooth out, and I seriously haven't used this so much. But I think that is wear that I've put on there. Because this did pretty much come to me pristine. But you can see there is some wear on there. The plates seem to be flat, but they do protrude. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. They do protrude very slightly from the body. So the sliding surfaces don't come into contact with the body, which is good. Yeah, it's lovely. I don't know what more I can say, really. Heavy, very pleasant to use, and if you're looking for a quieter fidget with good feedback that's a free floating slider, this is it. I don't think you can go wrong. I wouldn't know about the stainless steel or the Zerk pieces, but I would be a little bit cautious about the stainless steel. I think it may be too heavy. Maybe more prone to dropping half on the floor or something. I don't know if the magnet strength would be able to cope with it. I don't know. Not being able to try one, I couldn't say for sure. It's just my guess. So it comes in this box. So we see a lot of these from China. So NJT, well, not just China. several makers. Metal Toys DZ, obviously Clown Orange are the only ones I've seen who do the orange ones. Came with a sticker and another little sticker. Funnily enough, when I opened it, this was wrapped up in that side, and this came out straight away, and it just didn't register in my head that said OX. I didn't actually know what it was or guess until I opened it up, and I was absolutely stunned. And I felt a bit silly afterwards because I thought, well, I just saw the sticker that said OX. But yeah, a wonderful gift and one that I treasure. I'm never getting rid of this. I love it. But there we go. It's just fallen off there. It is a heavy slider, especially for something made out of titanium. So just keep that in mind. I can imagine the PEI is still going to be quite heavy. Even though it's plastic, it's still got, I assume, that stainless steel plate, which is rather substantial. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I love it. If you have one of these, or if you've gone for one of the blind box crystal tie, you know, let me know what you think about it, what you got. Be interesting to hear from you. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. These have been around for a little while, but I've been so tempted in the past to get one, and I just didn't for whatever reason. Either I didn't have the money. I was even more tempted with the blind box crystal tie, but I just can't. I can't afford to wager my money like that. So, and as I'm not, I guess, in a country where this kind of stuff is very popular, like fidgets and that aren't really that popular here in the UK, or at least the more premium ones aren't. It's not like I can easily trade with someone. It would cost me a lot of money in shipping to trade, so it wasn't worth the risk as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, there it is. And if you've got any questions about it, just shoot me a message down below. Bit of a rambly video. I've been a bit out of the loop. As I said, I've been finishing off pouches, starting continuing with some new stuff. And also had some things to contend with in my personal life. So, got a lot more videos to do. I've got some more 3D printed stuff coming. I've got a Wanwu fidget that I need to discuss. The other gifts from this amazing package sent by my friend. Yeah, plenty of stuff to talk about. The Glary collection video. So they're all to come in due course. So thanks for your patience, and hope you're having a wonderful day, and take care everyone.